everybody, this is Larry. This is day 30th of the August Leetcode Day Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about today's problem. It's the second to last day on the Leetcode Day Challenge, so yay. Yeah, hope you enjoy the time lapse. I'm now actually in Istanbul. So yeah, let me know about your Rex or whatever. As you can see from the background, I'm in a new place. I don't have a I might have made a mistake and I didn't make the internet is actually very fast here, so I'm very happy about that. But there's no chair, so I'm now lying in bed with I don't know, like some of the things behind me. Okay, focusing on the problem real quick. Though it's rotate image, so it seems pretty okay. But yeah, but today's problem is 48 rotate image. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join me on Discord. But also follow me on Instagram if you like all these videos and stories and whatever. Because I do them live ish or ish. But once you missed them, you missed them. Anyway, okay, let's do today's farm rotate image. The first thing I always do is kind of set up the R and the C, but of course this is a square matrix, so that's set up as thing. This is just okay, left to right, right? Okay. I think the tricky part is that you have to modify in place. Let's see, how do we want to do it in place? I mean, there are a couple of ways you can do it, right? The one way to do it is just like rotate the four corners, or you can rotate them one at a time. How? Let me think about this. Or like I mean, obviously the way to do it is, or the theory behind about this problem is sorry, my eyes are pretty tired. Pretty straightforward, but in terms of understanding. But what I'm thinking right now is implementation, right? There are ways you can write this in such a way that is very easy to make mistakes, and some ways that maybe is slightly better. We'll see which one we end up with. It's 8 a.m. right now, so that's why my eyes are tired. But kind of good my sleep. But okay. Yeah, because usually, I'm not gonna lie, usually I just allocate another 2D matrix and do the rotation. But also, obviously, for a big enough matrix, that's gonna be too slow, or not slow, too much memory, or just you shouldn't use extra memory. Let's see if we swap. Yeah, I mean, I think we can just swap 3 times as well. So I was just visualizing in my head. Let's say I have 1, 3, 7, 9, which is these corners. So I swap once. So now this is 1, 3, and then I swap the 3 and the 7, and then the 9 and the 3, and that should be good, right? Everyone got rotated once. So we just have to be really careful about it. And we have to make sure that we have to be careful about not doing the same thing twice. I think that's the other thing. But I think that's just if statements. We can do it. So, I guess it's okay to swap. Okay. Yeah, so the idea for me is, and I was actually thinking about this idea in my head, but I'm just saying, try to, I wouldn't say proof, but at least like visualize them to myself that this is correct, which is that sorry, I'm like bouncing this on my lap, so you see this moving then, but it's okay, you don't need to see my face that much anyway. But the idea here is that you split it into quadrants, and for each quadrant we just allocate one of them. So let's just say n2 is equal to n over 2, n plus 1 over 2, say, so that we get the odd numbers, and then that's the idea. Let's say, so now we take a quadrant. I'm trying to think whether it's inclusive or exclusive. So if n is 3, like in this case, then this would be 2. Then this does not have to be inclusive. Okay. I mean, we could do it in a number of ways, but we just say x. Oh no, not x, because we just use x. Let's just say current is equal to matrix xy, And then you could do this manually maybe. So then matrix xy is equal to, I mean, you could also do it in a for loop, but I always feel like it's so easy to mix this up. Maybe we can just do it that way then, fine. For no, because then because then you have to also set it up. I don't know. Let's just do it. Sometimes it's easy to prematurely optimize even your code. I would say it's okay to, you know, if you have enough experience with the same type of problems, or did it a couple of times, or if you have a lot of time, you can do it, right? The way that I recommend is just write it the dumbest way-ish that you can think of, that as long as it works, so that, you know, I mean, obviously here in Leetcode, you already get quote unquote unit testing and that they test the code for you. But if in real life, you would write a code so that it's so dumb it works, but you generate the test cases so that you can further improve on it while verifying that your code is still correct, right? That is, you know, a good philosophy. So that is how I would think about it. Okay, so now xy, we have n minus y, maybe y minus 1 x, and then we have this number is equal to matrix of n minus x minus 1, n minus y minus 1, and then you have this number, and my eyes are tired. Why? Oh, is equal to matrix of y n minus x minus 1. Is that right? And then, yeah, and then this number is equal to current. And of course, in stuff like the middle of the rectangle, the square, it's going to do duplicate work, but that's okay, I think. Let's see. Do not return anything? Okay. Let's see if this is right. This is not right. What am I off by? One of these is, well, I can visualize this very well. Let's see. So instead of, well, at least I didn't make a mistake in having a duplicate element. Maybe I just rotated the wrong way. Let's see. So that part is good. What does this look like? But the 1 is in good right place, right? How does that work? So 2. How did this even happen this way? 1397 works, so that's what I was doing it on, but the 2468 is just really weird. Oh, I see why. It's because I did it twice, because I did it once for example, in this case, I'm looking at this. I did it once for the 2 and then once for the 4. So, okay, so I think here we actually do not. I think you can fix this by having it not inclusive, but I don't know that this is right, because I think for even numbers this may be wrong. So we'll see whether it fits for example 2, and it fixes it for example 1, but example 2 I think it misses some counting. So what we need then, I guess, is something like this. Maybe. Yeah, okay. And you can kind of draw I'm traveling, so it's a little bit awkward, but you can kind of draw out why this is the case. Basically, you for odd numbers and odd, you know, rows and columns. The idea here, of course, is just drawing a thing such that they don't overlap, right? Like, so I'm drawing 4 rectangles so that they don't overlap. And also includes every number except for the middle one, which you know, for example, yeah, except for the middle one, because well, you don't need to rotate the middle one. I'm gonna try to draw on as best as I can because I think the visualization really helps here. Basically, the idea is that, I mean, this is a 3x3, so this is not whatever, but so basically the idea here is that I drew something like here, 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 and here. Though actually the 1, 2, and then the other one gets right. And then you can imagine a 5x5 version where let's see. Maybe I could just do it twice. Right. So one more. So let's say I have a 5x5 like this. Then the idea that you can think about is that I think we just drew something like this for my thing, and then which means that we refracted once, twice, 3 times. It will include every number once and exactly once, except for the middle number, which again you don't need to rotate anyway. So that's basically the idea behind how I did this one. Yeah. Anyway, it's going to be linear time because that's the size of the input, and you have to look at each cell once. So, and all of one extra space. Usually, I make a comment about in place and what that means with space. But as you can see, this one is is intentional. So this one, it makes sense for in space. So this is only all of one extra space. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have with this one. So let me know what you think. Stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye bye.